Said he was putting in 650 cc's.
Wait. 650 cc's? cc's? That's when we do breast implants.
I went to Ecuador in 2007.
Kathy did a typical medical tourism trip. Huge mistake.
He did a facelift, and I'm butchered all behind my ears. And then he looked at my nose, and he said, "You have a little ball on there, let me take it off." So of course he did, but it's not symmetrical. I have a hard time breathing.
What do you want to have done with your nose?
I want my nose to look like it did before. I just want to undo it. That was before anything.
They didn't break your nose? Because
No.
it looks more narrow now
No.
than it did back then.
Obviously, it's up too high, and I get bronchitis all the time now.
Basically, most of the cartilage of the nose has been removed. It's like they amputated all the septum out. The nose is skeletonized. A lot of stuff has been removed and it looks like a skeleton. They did fracture, narrow your nasal bones.
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Little breaks there.
I'm shocked to hear that they fractured my nose. I had no idea.
I'd like to actually take your nose from being here all the way down to here. Is that what you're looking for, though,
Yes.
as a normal appearing nose?
Yes.
I will take cartilage from her ears, combine it with Kathy's own septal cartilage to both widen the collapsed left nostril and lower the nasal tail. A revision surgery is always harder than a primary surgery because you're going to an area that's already had dissection in it, so there's scar tissue. The anatomy can be altered. Everything is harder when it comes to working on tissue that has already had surgery on it.
I am mind blown. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. She looks confident, she looks happy, and she looks beautiful. They just shaved another 10 years off.
Before my surgery, my nose was too short. I couldn't breathe. It wasn't symmetrical. I can breathe for the first time. Like, I haven't been the life of the party for a long time. I've been sort of in the background hiding, but now I'm ready to get out and hit the town. Let's get this party started!
My name is Albert. I am 29 years old, and I am from Modesto, California. And I am literally missing my left pec. As a bodybuilder, it sucks, actually. As a child, I was always a happy person and everything. I have a very close family, and I thought I was normal. But in high school, I think it was sophomore year, I took a weight training class and I just developed a love for it, and it's kind of like a high. Like, I love to be in the gym, I love lifting weights, and that's when I started noticing that my right side was growing muscle, and then my left side wasn't catching up at all. My mom had taken me to the doctor just to see exactly what was going on, and the doctor told me that I had Pullman syndrome, and it's a rare case of when males develop just one side of their chest. And so I've seen pictures of other guys, and they actually had pec implants, and that's actually when I really started doing my research on this. At that time, my aunt had mentioned that there was a doctor in Mexico. He had done work on another relative, breast implants, and she said he was a really great doctor, and then I was really anxious just to get it done, and it was gonna be like maybe half the cost. And once we got there, he said it'd be $3 grand, and then everything would be good and whatnot. So I was just like, okay, let's do this. They started like putting some drugs in me and whatnot, and I instantly fell asleep. I woke up the next day, I believe, and I was just super sick. Like, there was this random nurse lady. She didn't speak English, so she was just holding a bucket in front of me. I'm just throwing up everywhere. That moment, I pretty much was like, okay, this is the end of the road for me. I can't believe I came to Mexico to die. But luckily, as soon as I saw my mom, I just rose from the dead like a zombie. I'm like, hey, we gotta get out of here. We have to leave. This is not good. As soon as we got back, we rushed to the hospital and went and saw a doctor, and he obviously had no idea what was in there. So he said that my body was rejecting it. So he was like, okay, we definitely need to get that out as soon as we can. And he was able actually to do a really good job. I felt relieved that I made it out alive, but at the same time, I couldn't believe I had went through all that just to make it look worse and feel worse about it. I thought about it every single day. I was depressed for like 6 months, and I just didn't even want to work out anymore. I kind of gave up on everything.
So what are we gonna hit?
Let's do chest and shoulders today. Might as well. After about 10 months, I met Jessica. That's when I started working out again.
How I hated the gym 2 years ago.
2 years of hard work.
Because of you.
Jessica is my girlfriend. She competes. She's already done 2 competitions. How many you got?
15.
Come on, 5 more. It's a bittersweet thing. Like, I love watching her and being part of that. but at the same time, I wish I could actually compete in a bodybuilding competition. I think this upcoming year, I want to do my first show bad. If I get my chest done, then I will compete. I work out every single day. I love to work out. It's been like a dream for me to step on stage and feel like a real bodybuilder.
You do it. You're doing it.
But I can't even enter a competition just because my insecurities about my chest.
When I first started working out, I didn't do chest. I was always awkward and unbalanced. Over the years, I've learned how to control the weight.
There's just that one thing that I've wanted my whole life, and I do feel like my left pec is like the last missing piece of the puzzle.
Okay, you're up.
Having this surgery will definitely change my life.
Yeah. Woo!
We've been reviewing your records and looked at some of your pictures, and there's some things we can't really figure out because this is not necessarily what the typical buttock augmentation looks like. Could you tell us about where you did it, what happened, and so on?
I went into Mexico and had the procedure done.
Where in Mexico?
Tijuana.
Tijuana. You decided to go to Tijuana for your plastic surgery?
Yes. To do a butt augmentation out here, you're looking between 10 to 15,000. And in Mexico, you're gonna spend between 3 to maybe 4,500.
So what happened?
The doctor said that he could do fat grafting on me, but I would have to gain some weight. When I got there the day of the surgery, I didn't have any fat to graft. And I already had saved, my money and paid the doctor. So he said, okay, well, the next option is butt implant.
Right.
So he sent a courier service to go pick me up some. They were bigger than what was supposed to be put in. He said he was putting in 650 cc's.
Wait. 650 cc's? cc's? That's when we do breast implants.
After the surgery, slowly but surely, I can see my butt coming back. And it's kind of weird because I forgot what a normal butt looked like. I am glad to be rid of all that junk in my trunk.
Oh my God, that's so
I had a BBL and vasolipo.
Vasolipo of the abdomen?
Yeah, and everywhere.
So you had a BBL, you didn't have buttock implants?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I don't know, actually. I was really not happy, and then went to go get it done again.
Where? Where did you have this done?
Turkey.
In England? Back to Turkey?
Same doctor?
Yeah. It was horrendous the second time.
Why?
An absolute nightmare. I woke up from the surgery in so much pain. I was screaming in pain, crying. No one cared.
And this is immediately after surgery?
Immediately after surgery.
So after surgery, you were pretty much left alone. I mean, you could have actually died.
Yeah.
Medical tourism is a major trend in the world, no matter where you come from. However, just like anything else, if you're chasing extremes, it can get extremely bad.
It's hard to be yourself sometimes, yeah, because everybody's picture perfect.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
My bum is no longer a catastrophe. It's more like a trophy.
Cheers to my new body. Cheers!
I decided to go to the Dominican Republic to get my breast done for $3,500. And you get what you pay for.
So you decided to downsize your implant.
Yes, I did. I decided to go to the Dominican Republic because it was pretty cheap. When I first arrived, we were waiting to have the consultation on the same day of the surgery. There was about 15 girls who were getting surgeries that day.
By how many surgeons?
By one surgeon. I saw that there was pus coming out, and I started freaking out.
Everything that I could want, I'm blessed.
Wow.
Hey, babe.
Oh, my goodness.
So cute.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Take my advice, don't ever bargain for your boobs because you will get what you pay for.